All right, hey, I just wanted to check in because I finished another Harry Potter book, Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince by J.K. Rowling. This is book 6 in the series. And this again continues on from book 5, obviously. It takes place the next year. Every book was a year at Hogwarts. So this is the 6th year at Hogwarts, and Dumbledore actually comes and picks Harry up from the Dursley. Dumbledore actually come. Dumbledore actually. Cooper, stop. Dumbledore actually comes and picks Harry up in this book from the Dursleys' house, which I thought was fun because we got a cool scene at the beginning of them being very intimidated by Dumbledore, and Harry absolutely loves it. It's pretty fun. I like it a lot. He does notice that Dumbledore is injured. His hand is all fucked up, and he keeps asking him why, and Dumbledore won't tell him. He does eventually reveal it later, but we don't find that out until later on in the book. But Dumbledore takes Harry to go find a new professor for what ends up being the position of the potions professor, the potions teacher. And he goes and meets a man named Slughorn, who is a fat, funny dude. I like him a lot. I like Slughorn. But he's the potions teacher in this, throughout this year of Hogwarts, and everybody seems to like him a little bit better than Snape, and Snape has been moved to the Defense Against the Dark Arts position. So he finally got his wish that he's been kind of wanting throughout all these books. He's been wanting to be the Defense Against the Dark Arts teacher, and he finally is. But Draco is a full-on Death Eater at this point in the series. He is doing things. He's actively on a mission for Voldemort, and we don't really know what it is until later on into the book, but he keeps sneaking away and doing something really sketchy. Harry overhears a conversation with a shopkeeper in Hogsmeade that Malfoy is bullying him into to keeping something for him that he wants, and so we get a lot of that, a lot of Harry being very suspicious of Malfoy and Snape. Obviously, he's always suspicious of Snape and Malfoy, but it's even more so throughout this book. Harry also ends up getting a potions book that he finds is written all throughout the book. There's already markings and all of these notes that somebody's already taken, and it says on the book that it's the property of the Half-Blood Prince. And a lot of this book is also Harry trying to figure out who the Half-Blood Prince is and if he should trust a lot of the things that the Half-Blood Prince has put in here, because there's some notes that he had taken that Harry ends up using that could have killed somebody. Hermione's constantly reminding him that there could be dangerous repercussions for just blindly trusting this Half-Blood Prince character, and that's a big part of the book too. I really like that part. I really like the kind of mystery of that. And the last big thing that I really wanted to talk about that happens in this book, there's a lot of Dumbledore and Harry going back and using this, I think it's called a pensieve, to see old memories, specifically of Dumbledore's memories and Tom Riddle or Voldemort's memories. So there's a lot of that in this book too, which I like seeing backstory, and I thought that it illuminates a little bit more of Voldemort's character. Dumbledore also explains the Horcruxes, which are a way that somebody can put their soul into another object to stay alive, pretty much, and they discuss how Voldemort has 7 of these Horcruxes, and they have destroyed 2 of them so far. So that's a lot of the book. We pushed into some spoilers there, but it wasn't really spoiling it. Wasn't really spoiling anything there too much, but overall, this is another fantastic entry in the Harry Potter series. This is another 5 out of 5. There's a lot. Oh, one other thing I forgot to mention. There is a lot of love in this, and it feels like J.K. Rowling really just decided, all right, we for sure are going to get Harry and Ginny together. Hermione and Ron are going to end up together. Now I got to start laying these fucking seeds, because it doesn't feel like the seeds have really been laid that strongly for these characters to end up together up until this book. And whatever. I don't really care for romance in books. I never really, especially with like kids and stuff. It's just that's not for me. I just don't care about it. But there's a lot of that in this book too, which I could have probably done without some of, but still a 5 out of 5. I am very excited to finally be reading book 7, the final Harry Potter book. I actually do think there's an 8th book, but I don't count that shit. Book 7 of the Harry Potter series will be next up here. As you can see, I'm on chapter, I think, 3 right now. So I've gotten a little bit of reading done so far, but super excited about finishing up the Harry Potter series. I've enjoyed it a lot more than I thought I was going to. Yeah, so that's it for book 6, and on to book 7. I appreciate y'all for watching.